I've gone from a series of emotions. Yesterday, I was a very angry guy, okay? I was analytically angry about the Rams' loss to Seattle. Today, 24 hours later, I'm actually no longer angry. You know what I am? I'm sad.
Me too.
I am just plain sad. And the worst part about this sadness, about the Rams losing in the NFC Championship game, is there's this other side of emotion, which is, you know what? I like Sam Darnold. I think he's a nice guy. I'm happy for Sam Darnold. I'm happy at the expense of the Rams, but I'm happy for Sam Darnold. And then there's another one, George, which is, gosh, Cooper Kupp, man. The stories now, I talked about this a little bit yesterday, the stories now about Cooper Kupp, and I see Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua hugging it out after the game, and I'm not joking, not for 1 second. I'm in tears this morning watching the two of them expressing their love for one another after the game. I mean, I went from analytical anger yesterday about the Rams to nothing but pure sadness today about the Rams and the reality that this football season, at least from a Rams perspective, has truly, truly come to an end. Because just as much as Sean McVay said, I wasn't ready to stop working with this group, I was not ready emotionally. I was not prepared for potential reality. And that's where we are today.
You want to
We
hear
should play
Cooper Kupp?
Sadness Part 1 by Enigma for you next segment.
Oh, the old LZ theme song.
Yeah.
I'll need it.
You want to hear the heartwarming clip, George? It's pretty cute.
Puka and Cooper Kupp after the game.
Sure, you're freaking unbelievable, man.
Love you, Doc. Go win it.
Yeah, we'll do our best, brother. Love you, man. Cheering
I
for you.
want to be no other way, man.
100%. Love you. Doc.
Hey, blessed to be around you. Go win it, man. You deserve it, Coop. Love you so much, man.
Oh, my God.
So much love.
I'm not joking around, George. I'm sitting at 6:30 a.m. this morning. I have my feet in my electric foot massager, and I'm watching that video. What?
This song definitely gives it a different
What's a foot massager?
You know,
You put
like-
your feet in it?
Yeah, you know, it's like one of those little foot massager thingies. You know what I mean? Like you put both feet in it, and they kind of rub the balls of your feet. You know what I mean?
I don't.
guys
Actually,
don't?
I don't. I don't.
You know what
I've
I'm
never
talking
seen
about?
one of those.
What?
Oh, yeah,
Really?
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you in a second. I'm sitting there this morning, George, 6:30 a.m.
Do you have a mask on while you're doing it?
No, this is no. I'm sitting there at 6:30 this morning, and I'm watching this video of Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, and I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that the love that they have for each other, the respect that they have for each other, and Puka encouraging Cooper to go win it. You know, and you know, it's not even like a real conversation. It's just two guys sweating. They're both emotional and all. Man, I love you, dog. I love you, dog. No, for real. I love you, dog. No, I respect you, man. No, I'm blessed to be around you. No, but I love you. Like when you say these things after a game, when you've just lost or when you've just won, or two guys who were teammates who meant so much to each other. And by the way, you hear what Jackson Smith and Jigba tells people about what Cooper Kupp has meant to his career, because you realize that kid's 23 years old. I mean, it's emotional. So I went from the analytical anger yesterday of breaking down why the Rams lost or how the Rams lost. So now, George Sedano, I'm dealing with the sadness of the reality that the Rams lost.
Well, there's a level of finality to it. You're going through the stages of grief, clearly, and I think that that's understandable. And I think now the question is, what do the Rams look like next year? And I think that those questions start with Matthew Stafford, as we started to discuss a little bit yesterday, although I wasn't necessarily keen on the idea of doing it the immediate moment that they did it at the press conference. But now we can start to look at that. I think Matthew Stafford is going to be the MVP. It's either going to be him or Drake May. So I think Matthew Stafford could still lead this team to a Super Bowl next year. I think it's an absolute no-brainer, and we've discussed this, I think a few weeks ago, maybe leading into the playoffs. It's an absolute no-brainer that he is the quarterback of this team next year, unless he wants to retire.
Right. The other thing is, I was reading a lot of the aftermath, and people are saying, well, Stafford just had the best season of his career. And Devontae Adams just had one of the most successful specifically scoring touchdowns, one of the most successful seasons of his entire career. And here's the thought process, which is they will not be able to duplicate the numbers next year, to which I say,
I
so
don't
what?
agree with that.
Yeah, but
I don't agree that they can't duplicate the numbers.
But let's just say they don't. Let's say instead of having 46 touchdown passes next year, Matthew Stafford has 39. Let's say instead of Devontae Adams having 16 touchdown receptions during the regular season, he has 12. So what? Just because they don't put up the same numbers or make the numbers even greater, that means that they won't win as much or have a Super Bowl shot?
Yeah.
Because to me, you fix other parts of the team. I mean, are there not glaring
Correct.
flaws?
And that doesn't mean other guys can't step up from an offensive perspective to pick up the load. Here are the free agents for the Rams going into this offseason.
Let me hear.
Tyler Higbee.
Okay.
I love Tyler Higbee, but I feel like
him.
they've got tight end covered, don't you?
They've got 4 tight ends, and Tyler Higbee's now the old guy who's dealt with injuries, and they got a young kid in Terrence Ferguson who's only a first-year player. So they've got 4 tight ends, and if they go to 3, so be it.
Rob Havenstein.
I like Rob Havenstein, but the problem is that Rob's hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And this year when he went on injured reserve, which was probably, I'm going to take a stab here, maybe week 10, 11, something like that, he never really returned. He was actually, last week they were talking about him practicing, but he never really came back to help. So
Tutu Atwell.
You know, Tutu Atwell made one huge play this year, which was the winning touchdown grab against the Indianapolis Colts, and was inactive for a lot of the games. I mean, I think there was an injury.
Yes.
But when he came back from injury, he was mostly inactive.
Yeah, I could see them eventually just parting ways. I mean, maybe coming back on a small deal, but like I think that he's had some big moments. I think with this team, but again, they are few and far between. But they have been monstrous. The moments he has had.
Yeah, I just can't figure out a role for him. You know.
Yeah. Cameron Curl, who made that big interception, obviously.
Cameron Curl's he's a good player. He's not a great player, so I could see Cameron Curl coming back. But I think that you're going to be trying to upgrade your secondary. So I'm not calling him out as the individual reason that they need to upgrade their secondary, but they need to upgrade the secondary in probably 3 positions at least.
Speaking of which, Cobie Durant and Ahkello Witherspoon.
Yeah, I mean, Durant in particular, I don't remember the exact total number of interceptions, but he did have the 2 picks in the game against Chicago. And so, from a statistical standpoint, he took the ball away. But I got to think that Les Snead is going to look at the secondary as the number 1 need of this team. I think.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo is a nice guy to have on your team, George, because you never know what's going to happen. And we saw with the Denver Broncos how much it would help to have an experienced quarterback as your backup. But I'd rather start preparing for a younger future starting quarterback. And if I had to move on from Jimmy Garoppolo and redirect that $10 million salary, I'd be willing to do that. You think Garoppolo is a must-have?
I think if you have a guy that's 37 years old, you should have a viable backup quarterback. So I would bring him back. That's me.
Yeah, no, I'm not fighting it.
He's going to be 38 next year, the starting quarterback.
Yeah,
so,
and Garoppolo's probably, I'm guessing, in his early 30s would be just a guess. But he's a guy who's had a lot of starts in his career, has been to a Super Bowl as a starting quarterback. So if you can work it out from a salary cap perspective, and $10 million doesn't bother you as an insurance policy, then you go for it. You keep him.
Yeah. Harrison Mevis.
I like Harrison Mevis. I like the thicker kicker. I like that the Chargers have Dicker the kicker and the Rams have Thicker the kicker. So I kind of like Harrison Mevis. And I think Harrison Mevis is a guy that, like so many other kickers, you're just waiting for your opportunity. So he got his, and he was very successful. I can only think of 1 missed field goal that he's had. I mean, you may have the stats in front of you.
And unlike you, he can kick in the cold.
Yeah, I can't kick in the cold. I'm just, I can't deal with the cold. I mean, I was trying to play tough guy yesterday at Yamava, and it was 49 degrees, and I was freezing like I was in Antarctica. So I get it.
Xavier Smith.
Gone tomorrow, yesterday, 2 days ago.
He wasn't on the plane ride home.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's unfortunate for that young man. It really is, because he will be looked at and he will be blamed as the guy that lost the game for the Rams. I think we did a good job yesterday of kind of going deeper than just that one muffed punt. And there were 2, but the one that caused the turnover and the touchdown at the beginning of the second half.
I mean, they benched him. I mean, Kyron Williams was the next punt returner.
Yep. So he's gone.
We got more offensive linemen. Didich, and Quessenberry.
Those are backup guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but they've filled in, at times.
Good guys to have on your roster, guys who know the offense.
Right. Yeah. Then after that, their long snapper, Jake McQuaid.
Is he the second guy, the guy they brought in during the year?
Yes.
Yeah. He did a good job.
Ronnie Rivers, Darian Kendrick, didn't play very much at times, right? So
No, you're kind of getting deeper now into
too.
the roster. Yeah.
Ronnie Rivers, yeah. I mean, special teams guy, but yeah. So, and that's it. And then they got 2 RFAs, Keir Thomas and Nick Hampton. So,
RFAs.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
You know
Is
what
that
an
a
RFA
restricted
is?
free agent?
Yes, sir.
Oh, look
Very
at that.
good. Nice
That's
job.
good knowledge.
Way to pop
so
it
really,
out,
the
man.
only guys we said coming back for that we made the case for were Garoppolo,
Yep.
Mevis, maybe Durant and Witherspoon.
Maybe Havenstein. I'm just going to say maybe a depth guy, but I don't know that you can count on him to start the whole season. I mean, listen, offensive linemen get
So
hurt
out
all
of
the
the
time.
out of the
it.
20 guys that were on that list, we made the case for like 5.